But anyway, I get to USTRANSCOM. I'm there for about, I get there in January. I don't remember the year. 12,
Okay.
January 12.
Okay.
And I'm running around and I'm showing every chief I can find on that base. I'm showing them my package. And the Master Chief Terrence Threat, he was an ITCM. He was our SEL for the Navy side. I didn't work for him, but we have our elements.
Right.
And he said, Juan, you think he's from Detroit? So he like, Juan, you think you gonna make chief? And I was like, guarantee it. And he said, I'll remember that. and then lo and behold, come August, I made it. I made chief first time up.
Nice.
So I made chief first time up. And Terrence Threat, come here, mother. And season started that day.
So in that environment, how many chief selectees were there for your group?
We had three: an AE TAR guy and an IT.
Okay. And then was there a lot of Navy chiefs there at that command?
Well, surprisingly, kind of there was about, I would say there's about 10 in all different rates. We had Crippies, we had ITs, we had a YNPS, some more ISs, but yeah, there was an LS. We had a few.
So was your initiation good? Did you enjoy doing the process at TRANSCOM?
Looking back at it, yeah.
Awesome. But while you're going through it, it kind of sucked, huh?
Oh my God. So these dudes, we're in the Midwest, right? So there is no fleet. And that was the year, I don't remember who MCPON was, but MCPON was like, you got to stop at this certain time. Can't go past midnight. So we're going through, we got our final night going on. I'm skipping ahead, but we're doing our final night and we know what time it is. And they're like, hey, they didn't say what time zone. So they're like, it's 6 a.m. in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's funny.
And they said that the MCPON said everybody had to be given a shower. So we all took it. We're in like some Boy Scout retreat and we're taking a shower, we're feeling good. They're yelling, get out, banging on the walls. So we're all showered up and dressed and clean. They bring out water guns, spray us down, roll in the dirt. I did laugh at that one. I was like, man, y'all got me.
I always appreciate the Chiefs messes that actually take it personal and do a good job for the selectees. Because I've also been around the messes that were salty and pessimistic, like we're not doing nothing. Yeah. And those selectees were the ones that paid it, the price, right? Because when you get around other people and you get to talk about hearing their stories, that's one of the things that connects a lot of the Navy Chiefs together is the fact that we went through that initiation process. And at some point you had to realize you were now the chief and you were a part of that brotherhood, right?
Yeah, and they encouraged us to play pranks on them. We were kind of scared, but we would do some different stuff, and they were a good group of guys.
That's awesome, man. So you're there your first year, you pick up chief, and you've got 2 more years there as a chief petty officer?
So this is when Yeoman, all of a sudden, they gave us 5-year tours, for sure. And it was, I love the area. I'm close to family, but I'm looking at the timeline here and I'm like, I'm not going to make senior chief. Nobody's going to make me a senior chief if I'm just hanging out on a joint base. It's just not going to happen. I got to be an LPO. I got to be a chief at sea. Something's got to happen here. So around that time, Colonel O'Brien left. A new colonel came in, the chief master sergeant, Air Force dude. He switched out, a new dude come in. And I see this a lot in the service.